So, victory in your opponent's hometown. How's that feel?
Feels great. It's awesome to be here, and I've been looking forward so much to come here to the States. And I had a great week here, and I'm really happy to be able to do a first round finish in front of the American audience.
Is this your first time in America?
No, it isn't. I've been here before, but it was a long time ago now, so this is my first UFC fight in America. So I'm happy it went this way.
How do the fans compare to back home?
Yeah, I think they're awesome here, and what's so cool with American is that everybody's very social and open, and it's very easy to talk to people, and that's a very positive experience to coming here.
Was fighting in the US something you wanted throughout your career, just to, I guess, get your name out there a bit more?
For sure, the main seat of the UFC is in the United States, so I've been looking forward for a long time to come here and fight, so I'm super happy to be here.
You really just kind of mauled him in that first round. I mean, there was really no moments where you had any doubt what was going on in there. Can you talk about how things played out in there compared to what you expected?
Yeah, I knew that he was a strong grappler, so I expected that it was supposed to be super hard and tough. So if I would have finished it in the first round, I thought it would have been by strikes. But obviously, I'm always improving, and I'm always grappling and fighting with loads of skilled guys at home, black belts. So I'm used to that. So I guess I'm just on that level now.
So did you expect the grappling exchanges to be a lot closer?
Yeah, I actually did. I thought that the passing game, I didn't think that would come that easy.
You guys always get asked after quick wins like that how fast you want to get back in there. I'm assuming you took pretty much no damage, but I'm assuming you can't turn something around 2 weeks from now. But how much do you want to be? How active do you want to be next year?
I'm one of those guys that want to fight all the time. If I can decide, I want to fight 6 times a year. So, but unfortunately, I injured myself in both my 2 last fights. So now I don't have any injuries. I'm just gonna celebrate Christmas, and then I'm gonna right to the UFC and get a new fight.
Tell them keep you busy as possible.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I'm in my prime now. I want to go as many fights as I can and climb up.
So 6 is the goal, because that's the UFC record for most fights in 12 months is 6.
Yeah.
Is that what you want?
One more time.
Is that what you want? 6, the UFC record?
Yeah. 6
in 12 months is the most in UFC history.
Yeah. That's what I want. I would love to beat that record. I can do 7-8.
Sure.
Yeah, for sure. As long as I don't have any injuries, put me up. I'm in there.
How many fights in 12 months is too many?
It really depends on how the fight goes. Because if you're injury-free, I think that if a good camp is, let's say, 8 weeks. So. And then you need maybe a couple of weeks to rest, 2 weeks in between. I'm not a mathematician, but you do the rest, So yeah, 8-week camps, and then 2 weeks in between, and then just go. That's how I want it.
What about resting? Resting, does that not exist in the life of Jack Hermansson?
No, I'm always many people they're talking about training camps as as sort of different. Thing, but for me, I'm training twice a day, 6 days a week, all year round. I don't like to rest. It's not in my mind. I want to improve. I want to do this as long as I'm going to do it, and I want to do it as much as I can while I'm doing it.
After the fight, you called out Elias Theodora and Bradley Morris. What is it about those two that make you want to fight them?
I think those guys are ranked. They are good fighters with good records, well respected, and still I think they are in my reach as far as I can call out the champ, but I know that it's not realistic that I'm going to get that fight. But I think these are 2 realistic guys to face.
Who would you rather fight more, Tavares or Theodora?
I think Tavares is high ranked, so.
What do you think of the division right now as a whole? You have a big title fight, and the co-main event is Adesanya and Anderson Silva. What do you think at the top of the division?
That's it with the middleweight. You have many divisions in the UFC with a good depth, but the top in the middleweight, that's a rough bunch of fighters to push through. So it's a tough division.
So do you think Robert will beat Kelvin?
I think Robert would beat Calvin.
And you think Adesanya beats Anderson?
I think Adesanya beats Anderson. Yes, I do. Yeah, yeah. Calvin and I think Calvin can do a really good fight because he's kind of a different fighter than Robert are used to. But I think that Adesanya, is so fast and quick, and Anderson in his prime, that would have been something. But I don't think he's in his prime anymore.
You mentioned these kind of guys as you keep climbing up the ranks, as you keep getting better and better opponents for you. How do you feel like you stack up against those guys right there at the top?
I think I can handle them all for sure. I just need to go in there with the right mind and with the right game plan. And I think I'm going to give them all a great fight. And I think I have the skills to beat them all and be the champ as well.
I've been in the UFC for 2 or 3 years now. Do you feel like now's the right time for you to make a legit run?
Yeah. This is the time. Now I know the routines. I've been there. I know what I can expect from a UFC show, and I feel mentally ready to go for it now.
You feel like a veteran at this point?
Yeah, I have to say, I have 22 fights now, I think, and 7 in the UFC. So I think you can call me a veteran soon.
You've been around for a while.
Yeah.
Israel Adesanya has only been in the UFC for 1 year, and now he's fighting Anderson Silva.
Yeah.
What is he doing differently that?
I hope I'm charismatic. With Adesanya, he's great speaking. He's charismatic, and he has a really, really awesome fighting style. So I guess for a guy like me, to get the same popularity, I have to beat a guy like that. So I'm happy to fight with him.